and the rest is history really. I made it, you know, in Amaranth in 12 months. So, people who join FM, you can do it for full-time, you can do it part-time. I do it full-time now. I left my HR job 18 months ago when I hit Amaranth. I made what I made in a week, I made in a month at work. And I thought, I'm not doing this no more. No way am I going out at 7 o'clock in the morning having a 21-year-old tell me what to do and everything. I'm not doing it. And I've never looked back, and every month gets better and better ever since then. A lot of people, second income stream. We've got quite a few salons in my team, and Donna's just signed a second one up in 2 days, you know, just going out, opening your mouth, going into salons. So it's a second income stream for some people, businesses. You can start straight away, and you know, you all know you can make instant cash with it. Full support and training.
Got delivery on top for 5,000 of them, so you can have them with. I just got, the reason I've not had my website put on is because I want people ringing, texting, or you know, if they're texting. A lot of people this week, I've been doing a lot of these leaflets this week. A lot of people are instantly ringing.
That we've got such nice weather, and we decided to come here, and I think that's a bit of sacrifice, but you know, that's the way it should be if you want to succeed. So I'm going to tell you now about the Triumph of Orchids, the new collection that FM has just introduced.
I don't use the paper strips, I use the vials, because I like them to get physically on the skin. So you're looking at, I don't know, 150 for each one, so it's 5-6 quid, but you've got to invest in your business to get a return back from it. So you're going to say on your status, I'm looking for 5 product testers. You know, I only want 5 product testers. Give me feedback, and there's a letter again. That's on the resource thing. All in. What I do is they get a £1 voucher, they get a body lotion sample, and they get a fragrance. They're going to tell me what they like, and I'm going to send them an FM one. Then they're going to write on my wall what they thought of it. I know they're going to love it, but it's getting feedback, and the more feedback you get on your page, the more interest that's going to gain from it.
Okay, I'm going to start my talk today with 2 questions, but don't panic because I'm going to tell you the answer, okay? And the answer is, I do. Now don't worry, Roy, it's not that kind of Well, what if I told you that your happiness was all down to the chemistry that is triggered in your brain when you think? Would you think that this is an important part of ourselves to get to know a little bit more about? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, we're now going to do just a little chemical brain exercise. Don't panic. Yeah, not a brain doctor. Okay, so everybody stand up out of your seats. And I want you to turn to the person next to you, left or right, doesn't matter. I'll tell you a funny story in a minute. And I want you to give them a hug like you haven't seen them in years. And then turn to the person on the other side, because I've got one little left out. And you have to see Well, I'm Janet Jones, your happiness millionaire. I'm a photographer, a speaker, and an...
I've been in network marketing now 20 years, and over the years people have asked me a lot of times, how do you get to where you are today, or how do you create a 6-figure income? And these are great questions, because these are the sort of questions I was asking when I started 20 years ago. The mindset was different, and I was very privileged. I'd met some really successful people, and I was asking the same sort of questions. You know, how do you become successful? How do you earn this sort of big money? So now when people ask me, my reply is, mind your own business. Okay. So normally when I say that to people, you know, I get these sort of, oh my God, you know, that scary guys just sort of said mind your own business. But that's actually how I've become successful, is by minding my own business. But the reality is that someone else has reached the positions or reached the financial income that they wanted to have. Okay, so it is actually achievable. We only have to look. We have a living example here. We're so privileged. We've only got 2 people that have ever reached diamond in the UK in the business. We've got Roy here, proves, you know, you guys who are very new, there is the living proof in front of you. Network marketing does work. Those of you that are interested, go downstairs and look at the white Mercedes convertible sports car in the back. It works. You know? We have Irina, the first person in the world in FM to go Jasper Star. You know, you'll get to meet her here in the UK. If you're going to come to the convention, she'll be there. So these people have stayed focused. I stayed focused.
Some people will tell you that you are too sensitive. But if you smile all the time, if you laugh all the time, some people will tell you that perhaps you are intoxicated.
Before, where I've talked about, gone into more detail on how to find out what personality types you are and what personality types of people in your team are. Today I'm going to focus much more on the fact of, once you've identified the personality colours, is working with the people who are different personality colours to yourself. But I just want to give you a quick summary of the personality colours for those of you that haven't seen this before, so you can identify what personality colours you are on this. So there's 4 personality colours. Different trainers do different things with personality colours. Some do it by rocks and things, or I've seen it done by all different sort of definitions of things. But I tend to use colours because colours, as Stephen will tell you from the time I've heard from people, remember colours on there. So there's 4. Where is it?
Down, yeah.
So there's 4 different personality colours. We start with the best one, because that's the one I am. That's the greens. So the greens, we tend to be sort of introvert people. We tend to be quite defensive as well, by nature. We're quite quiet people. Today I've been sitting in the front, but when I first got involved in networking, I'll be sitting right at the back of the room.